Greetings, this is Friedrich Menschler. I welcome you to my second shot at doing a recap of Critical Role's Daggerheart one shot. I tried doing this before, but I was on a time crunch. I was not even able to get through halfway through before I had to abort. So I am far less time crunch right now. Also, first, little background story. This was doing. Daggerheart is a game specifically made by Darrington Press. In other words, they helped make this. Second of all, it was also a live show, which is very fun to watch. At least for the parts I was able to, because I did not, because I, for now on, I can't really do watch them like episodes as they air, because it just gets too late in the night for me. And quite frankly, I noticed it kind of shows in these recaps. Anyway, one important thing about it being a lot of things, like for a lot of the earlier notes and stuff, they weren't as in depth uh, because they're going a little fast, and a lot of times when they're in character and stuff, they use voices have accents or just or mild accents, but also mild voices like soft stuff that was hard to hear without headphones. As it goes on, it it should get more detailed. Quick one though. I will often refer to a character. Try to, I well I try one of my notes refer to character by their player name because it's hard to me to get it. There was, I repeat, no closed captions, so I couldn't. And with the voice, it's hard to understand the exact pronunciations. So I just wrote by their player. And with that, I'll get into this. Okay, I will do this. I'll go into their introduction because it'll go over a lot of things which I was trying to scrambling to get much easier. So let's begin. Welcome, one and all, to the realm of Lockspire, a rolling collection of winding landmasses that tumble from the mountains of creation into the surrounding seas that coil between in the broken expanse of grassy hills, rocky crags, and mysterious overgrowth from the length of the Builder's Bridge to the distant ruin of Nyx. And I thought some of my descriptions on D&D Beyond for my homebrews were run-off sentences. Here, beneath the howls above, mortals mingle with a great many relics and ruins of ages long past, now left crumbling beneath ambition and progress. Here, the echoes of traumatic wars linger, and unhealing scars that stretch the land, while remnants of vibrant and magical beings dance between the sunbeams and ancient places of thrumming power. Here, the common folk seek revelry, you know what I mean, and purpose in a world that churns in constant state of change. Fortune and glory ever call to many, and life in Lockspire is rarely dull for those with an eye for opportunity and an eagerness to walk beyond that what is comfortable. Ever so, older and crueler wills lurk beneath the depths of every shadow, and in the twisted heart of every city. Even within most sacred of natural spaces, it is here where our story begins. In the late afternoon of a late summer, within a, a moss dappled cabin nestled within the outskirts of the divine timberlands, known as the Emerald Skies, home to the will of Andra, goddess of the wild and woodland places. Here, among the ever climbing perimeter trees, within the home of the retired war hero Everett Cole, a troop of journeyman adventurers bounded through circumstance finished their last meal before trekking into the ominous deep of the emerald sky. Oh, quick note. I did not. They did have 3 videos prior to this on YouTube. By the time you watch it, they may even have the YouTube release of the original video. But the other 3 videos are explanations of how to play, how to make a character, and even a demonstration of making a character where they recreate Bertrand Bell. Now, I did not watch these stuff, so I was kind of clueless on some of the rules. I do know that from one comment that they had what they were described as liquid resources in the form, and from watching that these were in the form of what is called hope and fear. How the exact mechanics though, I still need to look up. Feel free to look because all 3 videos will be linked in the description below. Okay, and then we meet our cast, starting with a Talisman's character Dante Terra Terrapin, who is they're all level 2, a warrior class. We have then Sam's character, uh, Pango, Pongo, well, Pango, a small, they're described as a race of giants, and he is of the Guardian. Mm, and, uh, we have Liam's Zarlo, Grandel, mm, who I believe is a Sarah. I'm not sure. This could be their equivalent to Druid. Then we have Kexon Peros, which is Travis's wizard character. Then we have the Sweet Pea, the rogue Sweet Pea Beta Bean, and look at here, which is Laura's character. And then we also have Ashley's character, uh, Oppenheimer Beta Beam. I don't know what the exact relationship between the two is. I missed that in the original, if they said it all. Who is a sorcerer. Then finally we have Marisha's character Bunny, who is a bard. 1 second. I think she was described as a fawn. Uh, oh, Up here, it's called a ribbit. Wonder why they called it. I don't know what the rest is. I don't remember what the rest of the races were. Uh, we discovered that this group calls themselves the Menagerie. Uh, and ever talks about strange, like, um, un, tales of misfortune from the what entities known as the Grove Children. And there is a brief flashback to earlier to when the Menagerie got their mission in the one the in Fort Overmarsh, a once militaristic town, which has now become a trade hub and as well as a mining venture. Let's see. Uh, I'll repeat. I'll just repeat this real quick. Yeah. As always, when I go with this, these clips. It's you. Well, will sometimes have like more informative stuff alongside this, or and sometimes just be strictly for like at least 80% of the time minimum. It is for comedy.
Them kind of stop and look at the rest of you and just keep trucking on through the rain.
It's kind of a heavy sell.
Nobody nurse themselves.
Remedied. We're your fix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Anything that.
And
And stuff. It's real.
You mean
is
before?
it wet?
Yeah.
Here?
This is the day before.
It's the day before.
It's raining, you said?
Sure, it's raining.
Okay, great.
We're.
Then, in that case, I'm standing next to Oppie and giving him a little umbrella with my head.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Anything that troubles you? Need a fix? Need something remedied? We're your fix.
We're here to help! Call the menagerie!
Yeah.
See a group of four miners themselves, kind of like dust smeared, carrying materials and tools in them, kind of stop and look at the rest of you and just keep trucking on through the
It's
rain.
kind of a heavy sell.
Nobody takes us seriously, though. I feel like we need more oomph, more showmanship. Maybe.
Look, they got dogs over here. Look at them all. There's like 7 of them. There's babies over here. Oh. That's it. We're just gonna stay here for the day. I hope that's all right.
This is precisely why nobody takes us seriously.
Maybe
Look at that one. Look at his face.
Maybe we need uniforms.
Or pamphlets. You know, I hear people really love pamphlets.
A pamphlet?
Yeah,
Pamphlet.
pamphlet.
Oh, yeah.
They're like business cards, but with more obnoxious information on them.
That sure sounds great, Miss Bunny.
It's about
We
this.
just need to prove ourselves. You know?
How do we do
Like
that?
if we just get somebody to hire us. Or
Just one
some
person.
Should we take a job for free?
I was supposed to cut in and tell us what. Then, but I think I'll let it run a little longer just because it's all so
Just
funny.
to prove ourselves?
Let's not say that out loud.
But I mean, if no one will hire us for money, maybe we do one for free just to sort of show that we're
like a sample?
a free sample. First one's free. Then they'll hire us for the second one.
Please!
Ah,
Help!
Oh,
Anybody!
perfect.
yes.
You kind of glance over.
And they see toward the city gates a group of a few fairies, as well as a couple of elves. Where the forget appear.
Chocolate, and I
just say, nowhere, like it's ethereal. You hear almost like this. We run up,
Yeah.
and with a little bit of flourish, and you hear almost like out of nowhere, like it's ethereal. You hear almost like this victory music, like a da 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 da, and we are perfectly backlit. And I just say, looks like you need the menagerie.
As you all strike this
I just
pose.
spirit fingers.
Thank you. Yeah.
Cease bedazzling the security.
I'm still holding 2 dogs.
As you all stand there frozen, is it backlit from behind, the rain still soaking you all in the process? But majestic as it has been, you see the 4 fairy folk have stopped and kind of ooh, all in unison together, while the 2 bundled folk kind of drop their hoods, and you can see they're both elven lineage. They're like pointed ears curved up. You can see like the mud itself kind of washing down in the streaks from their face, and they all look haggard, like they've been traveling in harsh weather probably for the better part of, I don't know, a day or more.
This group of, I guess you could call refugees, he's come from a place called the Velvet Grove within the Emerald Sky, and it is under threat of what is, I think, called the Seep. It is a corruptive substance which can sometimes mutate the flora and fauna around it.
Like a
And the 2 elven figures go, well, that was far easier than we anticipated.
For free. Free samples.
Free samples.
They all look at each other, and the 2 elven figures go, well, that was far easier than we anticipated. Yo, that's very
We're
kind.
still sort of trying out our whole menagerie thing. Think of it like an open beta, sort of a. we're just testing it out.
Open beta.
But you say there's something wrong in the Velvet Grove. I've heard tell of that place.
Right.
To reach.
The 2 elven figures, which now you see both their faces, they appear to be either, they're not identical twins, but they definitely look like they are from the same family lineage. The one looks a bit older. They both have very, very like pale, almost translucent skin, where you can almost see like the veins almost appearing in parts of it, but you also can't tell which part is the mud streak as well. Their eyes are beautiful, like piercing dark green. And as they both kind of look at you all with this kind of alien-cocked head.
Well, we were indeed sent out to the Velvet Grove on the eastern side of the Emerald Sky. Boko, the Glen Warder, the Fane Guardian that looks over that portion of the sky, sent us for our own protection.
Looks over to the...
They talk about the Seep making everything, making that around it strange and violent. The substance has polluted the nearby river. There, and they agreed to take it on, and that's where the flashback ends. So we're returning the scene back to the home of Everett Cole. Cool. So they go to try to find the Velvet Grove, which first off they'll need to find the said river, the Exil River, and backtrack it to the Grove. And Cole gives them advice to follow the cry of the ethereal call crow that often dwells near the river.
Same.
Warden of Andres Southern Wood is an old
Is he a
acquaintance. I certainly hope not. He's
Shame on you.
a ranger
Wait,
and he's a war. While you're heading out there, keep an eye out for Wild Cullen. He's a kind of a rugged ranger and he's a warden of Andres Southern Wood. He's an old
Is he a
acquaintance. I certainly hope not. He's
Shame on you. Shame on you. Fucking Cullen reference. Jesus.
Oh
The
God.
mark a hit point.
Oh no.
He warned us. He warned us before the game.
just adding a fear for no reason. No, he's passed through, mentioned that there's some odd things he's looking into. Not long before you arrived at my place, so he might be also looking around the same spaces. And he's a capable fella, so try and hold what allies you can to you.
Yes.
He's been keeping an eye on the Amaranch Logging Guild as of late. Now, he mentions the Wild Cullen figure, and you, Zarlo, you've actually had a brief meeting with this individual in the past.
With Wild Cullen or
Wild Cullen.
Right.
A brusque but honorable figure. You remember his like bright ice blue eyes that pierced beneath a tangled mop of like dark hair.
Okay.
You can't
Like that at all.
A ghostly crying.
Ethercarkle.
Yeah, it's that one. That's what it sounds like. No.
We need to talk about what the cry sounds like.
A little difficult to describe. It's kind of like a ghostly crying sound. You'll know it when you hear it. It's oddly human-like.
You can't
Like that at all.
give us your impression of it though, just so we have some sense of it.
Yeah, I'm not much of a performer and an old soldier, but
Sure.
It's getting
They
into
sound so sad.
I don't know. I'd never seen one. I never went that deep in.
Never cool, don't sell yourself short. That was great.
Well, thank you. I
Painted a picture.
I took some improv classes when I was younger.
Clearly.
You can tell.
There's a wallet picture. Picture nonetheless.
Didn't make it to Sunday company, but you know. Anyway, y'all stay safe and well, you're from here.
Just from the outside. My people. The Dolans, I'm calling it right now, the Dolan. We stuck to the outskirts of the Emerald Sky, so.
Oh, I thought that was his family. I thought it was like a family thing, so I guess that's his race. Or is it? Hang on. Yeah, I'm going to say it's probably his race. Then
I'll take care of them.
I can take care of it.
Back in.
I
I've got a little pack, and they're like little badass.
Yep.
I made it up.
Zarlo, did you bring those dogs?
Just two of them.
at this point, by the way, I think they've on the journey.
One in each paw.
I've got a little pack, and they're like little.
in your fur.
I've got two like little Sharpays, but they're babbies, and they're just peeking. I have to keep pushing back in.
You've had them this whole time?
No, I mean,
I just thought your nipples barked.
just for the last 2 days. They're gonna be fine. I'll take care of them.
I can take care of them if you can't. Yeah, I can take care of them. I normally take care of moles, but these are like moles with eyes.
What are you gonna name them?
Oh, geez, we should do it right now, shouldn't we? Okay. This is Twix,
Twix.
and this is Twix.
Oh,
That's cute.
Twix and Twix.
And then I just
That's
start
gonna
mushing
get
their
really
faces, all the
confusing.
wrinkles, and make their eyes disappear. And then they pop out. And then their eyes disappear.
You pop
and
their
then
eyes
they
up.
pop
Okay. I shouldn't do that. Ouch.
No.
All right, well,
They'll be fine.
menagerie of the Grey Wardens.
Now they're okay. Sorry. After this, they start their journey. They entered the Emerald Sky. After a while, they hear something wicked above. They get glimpse of a shadowy creature or a creature in shadows. And they go off and try to pursue it, thinking it could potentially be the crow, the crow that often dwells by the river. Uh, Along the way, they come across some gashes in the trees. The groove of which contains this weird sludge. They poison them, and then they hear more like sounds above. And Travis's character, Kex Kexon, uses his wings to slowly go up to branches to see what it is. And there he comes face to faces with a 7-foot tall, double headed owl. Hmm? Oh. After a moment of staring each other down, the owl responds, who are you? Uh, and it goes trying to explain himself, but realizes that may not be invested here, and slowly, never taking his eyes off the owl, descends back down. Though after a while, the owl then flatters to the ground below and confronts the party. And of course, it's not. Of course, they don't list the owl. Uh, um, from what I can make of my note here, the owl identifies itself as Reko one, and it also identifies itself as one of Zarla's children. Um, and Zarlo, oh, recognizing the name and having encountered this, identifies as a friend of Zal in short, or this could actually be some sort of deity or something. I'm not quite sure, but he has showed this medallion and stuff, which is as a friend. Okay, which allows him to gain the trust of the owl. Unfortunately, the trust only extends to him, and the others must answer some questions. Let's see.
My proudest moment is yet to come.
You we can trust. The others are fresh meat. One of them turns to you. shall the thing. What is your proudest moment?
My proudest moment is yet to come, when I finally best in sport the man who humiliated me. But I am here to be just and well known as a hero.
The one head kind of pulls back and, does the kind of like the body shifts as the head stays in place, because birds are awesome and weird.
Very unsettling.
While the other head just stares at you and whispers into the side of the other one's head. He speaks true. Shifts over to Kexen. What is your greatest fear?
Is this owl, 7-foot owl, in melee with me?
It's very close range to you at the moment.
It's fine. That I would let my family down and not represent my home well, and that I would go home empty-handed with no knowledge of where we came from. Here.
You see it turn its head to one side as the other head shifts back and whispers to the side. Purity for an outsider. It steps back a little bit from you. Shifts over in your direction, Sweet Pea. I wish to see a display of your capability to survive the darkness within.
Is there any moonlight coming down from above?
There's the faintest bit of moonlight visible this deep into the forest, but you can just see with the right shifting of your position, just a little glimmer of white peeking through.
Okay. I'm going to spend a hope. Oh, I changed it to book nerd.
Your experiences.
That's okay. I'm still gonna spend a hope.
Change it back.
No, I'm gonna spend a hope because I have an experience called Sneaky Little Mushroom. Sneaky Little Mushroom. So I'm gonna use that experience to look around and find the deepest shadow around me.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, if you want
Okay.
to. What are you attempting to do?
I'm attempting to find the deepest shadow, and I'm gonna step against the tree, and I'm gonna fade into the tree.
Okay.
And bamf back out at the other shadow farther away.
Okay. All right. So you're using your shadow step?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a. Let's go and make this an agility check for me.
Agility.
To go ahead and see how quickly you could vanish into the shadow without the owls following what you're attempting to do.
Okay. 17 with hope.
Whoa!
Right, so take a hope.
No fear at this table.
All right.
And you said that.
All right, so you go ahead and switch backward into the tree, and then kind of almost seem to tumble back into shadow where the tree
The
should
smoke
be.
goes.
And you watch as the birds' wings flip out, and it kind of clutters up quickly. The rest of you almost think like it's reaching in to snatch or attack your friend, and you feel your instinctive protective measures begin to crawl into order.
From the deepest shadow, you just see two bright sea green eyes light up in the shadow on the other side.
It
before
doesn't
I
even
step out.
it doesn't even see you at the moment. It's currently at the tree you fell into and is inspecting it, looking around each side. Before one of the heads looks back while the other one's still inspecting in the front, and then
I tick with my staff onto the trunk.
the other head turns and the whole massive owl spins around. You may survive still. Do not let them sully the goddess's name.
They're good kids.
After which the owl flies off. They can do, but then they hear something else, above, not in the sky, but like over a rise of great land. Bunny, Mercer's character, attempts to use one of her abilities to do a enchant a mesmerizing dance. I forget what the exact terminology is.
Must go on. Just as the target.
I don't think you need the song for that.
Targets or everyone around you? Because I'm 100% watching you do this.
Just as the target.
I don't think you need the song for this.
I will spend a hope to use the show must go on.
Okay.
Which is one of my experiences. Nice. And I'm gonna add my presence. Okay, Okay, let me see if this works. So this is gonna be 3. I'm gonna use my little pips, my little candies. Okay. I'm so nervous. Okay, that's good. 11, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 with fear.
Okay, 22 with fear. Thank you.
God, he's getting so many in there. Is that a success?
That is indeed a success.
Okay.
And as you are giving this fantastic performance here in the center of the shadowed core of the southern reaches of the emerald sky, the rest of you watch, emerging out of the nearby brush, a hulking furred mass, a quadruped.
What they are encountering is what's known as a hedge bear, a bit larger than what bears we see today, with armor plated, like bony armor plating on its back. This does not appear to be the normal hedge bear. It seems to be the effect of. And off on the side, they can hear the sounds of what it sounds like another one. And is that where they start to roll for initiative?
I will say that Bunny is kind of up here doing this performance.
Main stage.
While you all are clambered over in this area, kind of.
I would have been hugging.
I would have started to sneak around the back of this thing because I've seen her do this before.
I think Pango and Zarlo are actually sticking pretty close to Bunny.
I would have been as close as I could be.
Because we've seen her do this before, and she's drawing the danger to herself. So
That's not why I'm close.
That's fine.
So you'd be up here.
Yeah.
Down with it. Okay.
Yeah. So wherever it's coming, I would have been trying to get around the back.
Staying close by.
Oh, I know there's two, but the first one.
Massive beast coming out of this side, rushing towards you.
Trinket finally.
And you hear you hear the growl coming out of the nearby wood in this region.
So which direction is the? Oh, I see. It's over there.
Up in here is where you would.
Okay.
I'm gonna move actually a little closer to Sweet Pea because I'm gonna stay under her cap.
Okay. We're here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you got it.
And this bear is full on charging.
It is now
me.
charging at you.
I am going to attempt to hit the bear with my grappler.
With your grappler, go for it. Go ahead and roll an
It's
attack.
it's far attack. So I'm trying to remember.
Oh my gosh.
Far attack.
yeah.
It's within the paper there. That definitely
It's
within
happening.
range.
So it's
Okay, they've entered the combat. And Dante performs a grapple on one of them, then strikes out, inflicting a major wound. This will be abridged and may not include every move. This will include every move. It's a abridged version of the combat. And then Bunny does strikes with her bladed fans. stuff. Well, one of these corrupted creatures strikes at Dante and we prompting him to use his armor to reduce damage. There, and then a third bear appears.
And I'm gonna
Go to work. Go to work.
I do what I do. So I take my gigantic phallic sword and I'm gonna swing away in a large arc that will hopefully hit both of these burrs.
Okay.
First swinging at the vulnerable one. So do I add a d6 to that because it's vulnerable? How does that
We
work?
will, yeah.
Okay.
So you make one roll, add
Okay.
it to both, and then you apply the d6 to that for that one target.
Okay, and I'm rolling with a great sword. So do I just do a straight roll, right?
Yeah. So what's the trait for the weapon? Is it strength?
It's strength.
Yeah. So you roll 2d12 and then add your strength modifier.
Oh, great,
Well,
great,
let's
great,
go,
great.
beefcake.
Come on,
Okay,
come
great,
on.
great. Come on. Not great. 13 with hope.
13 with hope. You gain a hope, but as you swing wide with your weapon, well, it's 13 with hope. And did you add the d6 to it?
Oh, is that the
Against-
vulnerability?
Against the one target. So it misses one of them.
+6.
Plus 6,
Ooh.
it hits the other. Which one do you want to hit? The one that he healed or the one that is behind you?
Do you?
I want to hit the vulnerable one.
Oh, no, actually, no, that's exactly how it should have been. That's on me. So, yeah, so you swing wide. The first one, the massive one that just rushed into the field, like just dodges out of the way of your blade. The other one swings around and strikes the one that's currently pulling away from Zarlos. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Right as you swing, I'm above the bear going.
I got you, sweet pea. So it's 2d10 with mine plus a whole bunch. So that's holy shit. 15, 20 points of damage.
Ooh.
Plus, because I rolled with hope, that's another d6 on top. So that's 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. That is a severe wound to it. It is that bear is looking wrecked.
Battle continues.
Go ahead and spend a fear to add some more tokens to the action tracker
Oh.
here.
I just kind of shout out, maybe Zarlo's right. Maybe we shouldn't make Andre angry.
Fuck that! I start. And I come around, see an Oppie.
You will in a second.
Oh no!
It's not going to take my turn now. Because as you rush in there, because you rolled with fear, you failed with fear, which is
that's true.
Really not great. So it comes to me. I got the fear on that one. I spent that to get some extra tokens. I'm going to spend them right now to activate all three of them. I'm also going to spend a fear. I'm going to spend a fear to get rid of the vulnerability on that one.
Okay.
All three of them are going to activate now. Both of these are going to. Let's see. Yeah, both of these are going to still focus on you since you're one with a massive. The swing that went around. That one, because you're the one who failed and you're the one who leaps in the air and you just managed to dodge out of its mouth, the bear now above you is going to bring both of its claws up. And swing down on top of you. That's gonna. Ooh, that's gonna be 18 to hit.
Oh no!
Spend another
Yeah,
fear.
that did.
Anyway, we get to Travis's the Beatles wizard who cast a wild flame on it. Sweet Pea uses ability called Rain of Blades, which sounds awesome, and something that it sounds like something that no level 2 character should have access to.
And I go, why don't we try a little duo act? And I want to do a team up.
Oh, you're gonna do a tag team roll?
Tag team.
All right, that's 3 hope cost on that.
I'm gonna spend all 3 of my hope.
I wouldn't have had 3 without that.
All right, so what are you both doing then?
What are we both doing?
You know that that move in like partner dances where like the one person bends over and the other like uses the back to do like a fan.
Yeah. Sure. Little
Do that.
swinger
Yeah,
stuff? Are you doing the kicking?
swing stuff. I'll do the kicking if you
I
can
should do
like
the whole-
launch me, and we can both attack this bear that's
here?
going after
you,
Kexon.
You both rush over here as like a dancing duet, like spinning over blades and massive blades swinging as you do. Are you both making attack rolls with your weapons then as part of this tag
I'm
team?
gonna use my fans.
Using the fans? All right.
Oh, and I can roll an attack as well.
So with the tag team roll, one of you initiates and spends 3 hope, and you can only initiate it once per session.
Yeah.
But you both roll, and then you take the higher of the 2 for both of your
shit.
actions. And if you're both doing damage, you add the damage together.
Okay.
So both of you,
So
roll
we
for your
both roll.
attacks.
Also choose the better roll.
For the 2 of you.
Then you combine
My
your
team up
Use
is 2
my
hope.
use
Sons
my
of Heaven hope.
presence.
Dallas Tech.
If you team up with me, it's 2 hope.
So I will do as she said and take her on my back and spin around. But even though she said to just do it once, I'm gonna try to go like around and around and around. A couple of times.
You got it.
Let's get those like swing moves. You know, side.
Lindy hop.
Yeah, Lindy, yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Ring of fire.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's great.
That was the shit, man. It was awesome.
And with the size
Okay.
differential, he's just like.
Yes.
Yep.
17 fear or
Or
I run
Oh,
around,
wait.
around,
Eight,
around, around.
9, 10, 15, 16 with hope.
I mean, you take. I mean,
if we take the hope roll in a tag team move like this, do we both regain hope? How does that work?
In this
I
instance,
just broke the game.
Question.
if I recall, it's
no, you're both getting the roll, so you would both get a hope.
the hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we
Let's
do
take
that?
yours.
It's one lower, but I think it'll hit.
I think 16 will
hit.
still hit.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll do 16
I
with
hope it
with
will.
hope.
Okay, 16 with hope does hit.
Okay. And after damage calculated, they got the how do you want to do this? Then after which OP Ashley's character then uses a spell to cause the smoke to surround and constrict the bat for how long. By the way, that magic staff there, it's basically a fancy cigarette. Like what? Know about the those like old fancy thing like they have cigarette, but they're on where the cigarette is like stepped into this metal pipe and they blow through the pipe. It's like something like that. And gets how you want to do this one too. I guess one of those was a double, so that ends the combat. And they enter break. Here, Zaro then heals. Which one was that again? Oh wait, it left one bear. It left one bear alive, and because Zaro efforts before, because I forgot to mention this, manages to calm down one of the bears and stuff. And that's why there's only two. How you want to do this? So and after this, he heals the bear and stuff, and tries to take away its afflictions. Um, and Kexon summons a mist to I forgot what he does. You know,
The bear, just saying.
No. Thought about asking, but she left.
Here's a very useful.
You know, I saw her looking off that way. Maybe that's where she came from. Maybe that's where we should go.
It's just a drama queen. I don't know.
Does the path go the way that the bear looked?
Not directly. It looks like it's arcing semi-parallel, but slightly diverging.
after a while, they come across this book and following it, with a nature or whatever the equivalent is, or a survival check, whatever they which is with that critical stuff, they managed to find the river. The water of this is foul and corrupted stuff, and has more of a consistency of sludge. It's also here that where
Then I'm going to down whatever water is left of it very quickly, and I'm going to see if there's a way to just scoop a bit of this gunk into it without touching anything.
Look at Sam.
I would like to ask for a finesse roll on that.
All right.
This is specifically a challenging test.
This may be
your control.
Absolutely hilarious.
This fucking shit right here.
You gotta be shit.
Remember his flask fit? Well, I think this is a reference to the fact that he's playing a giant character. I don't think it's that big of stuff, unless he's using a regular sized flask. Unless he's playing that he has what we consider a regular sized, and then that you said that's a bit much, but still. After a while, traversing on, I forget that I think they find a raft or some sort of small boat, and start and as they were making their way, I think I used that expression. And after a while, Sweet Pea spots something in the water. As they approach it, they realize it's a body. And despite its state, they're able to identify this as a Wild Cullen, the half elven ranger they spoke that Everett spoke of. The bottom of his legs, are missing, and though from what I can tell, it was not from cause of death, but rather post mortem. with what they appears to be the actual cause of death would be a blow to the back of the skull, which is somewhat caved in. Mm-hmm. The post-mortem damage to legs appears to be biting, like something chewed them off.
Maybe he was attacked and then thrown in the river, and then whatever that creature is ate him.
Well, is the head wound? Does it also look like a bite? Does it look weapon like a weapon cleaned off?
If you want to make a knowledge roll to see if you can analyze the extent of the wounds.
Probably not be the one to do that.
Go for it.
No,
Go for
Texan, you're clever, and you're a beetle. Does this look? What would you make of this wound?
It would just depend.
It killed him.
Yes, but does it look?
It killed him.
Does it look like might have been a rock? It might have been a bite? Might have been an axe? I don't know.
I will inspect the head wound, but I will also use reveal from the Book of Vargas and just see if there's anything hidden within close range that would, if anything that would be hidden would be no longer.
That's just cheating.
Plus knowledge. Oh, damn. That is 23 with hope.
Woo. Nice.
Great. So as you
I got hope. Yeah.
So as you approach, before you analyze the body, you go ahead and pull out your grimoire, flip to the page of your reveal spell, begin to weave the incantation. As you release the woven tethers of the arcane ether that surrounds the space around you, you go ahead and invoke this wave of glowing dust that seems to emanate from you. As it does, you can see, first thing you notice, the weapons on your...
They say that basically the weapons on the deceased Cullen were not drawn, indicating that something stuck up from behind him and struck him in the head, ending his life. They noticed a movement within the large roots of the trees surrounding them. Need a means and
we would have been closer.
Definitely
Driving
poo
like you
water.
stole it.
That is
poo water that's stagnant as hail.
You all pull back in this.
It's just full of
You've seen that water.
amoebas.
Up that way is the Springfield nuclear factory.
You said you looked into the tree there?
Yeah, I already got the reference.
Right. The three of us were pulling a body out of the water,
And
so we would
this
have
would
been closer.
Well, the body was dragged about 30 or so feet.
Okay,
about
great.
there.
And Bunny and I would started skittering towards the trees using my silence, using my ability to keep us silent, which is and it's advantage on action rolls to make you move without being heard. But
Alright. So
I burned a hope for it. So
yeah, so I'd have the two of you go ahead and roll agility rolls for me real fast to go ahead and
Both
like
of us?
dart out of there with that ability, while the rest of you kind of begin to shift right as they catch your attention. What you see.
Oh, you get a D6 to add to that.
I do?
Yeah, because I gave you advantage on this roll.
So it's 11.
Oh!
17.
Ooh.
17 with hope for me.
Oh no.
21 with hope for me.
Fucking fallout shit.
They're like lobstrosities.
Lobster.
Oh, love
A lot of them.
Oh boy.
Holy Moses!
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God!
One after another, after another,
Yikes.
after another are
Yikes.
emerging. It looks like
I cast Cataclysm.
You got meteor swarm.
meteor. All right.
Cast
and
hot butter.
I cast Terminate.
the body of your friend, which sits here on the ground after being dragged out. As soon as you all begin to scatter off to the side, first off, what did you roll?
I rolled
You said it was like 22 or
20.
something.
Yeah, it was like 22 with hope.
With hope, okay.
And 17 with hope.
17 with hope, great. Yeah, you both kind of dart off to the side while the rest of you kind of begin to shift as they begin to charge at you. Like, many of them start rushing with this weird
I was close to the
skittering sound.
body because I would have been trying to pick his pockets, like
Y'all got
OG
it.
pockets. But I like sunk down into the vegetation. It was just I'm just like hiding there.
So, as this is happening, I'm going to go ahead and spend a fear.
Oh boy.
To spend 2 fear to take a GM action immediately, and then spend both of these fear to give me 4 tokens at the top. On my immediately intrusive ambush GM turn here, I'm going to spend all 4 of these tokens to activate 4 of these skitterfish. As they charge forward, you see their...
Okay. After that, Pango's response is to use a whirlwind attack, mowing several down, at least 4. One thing I say is, as battle on, more and more come out. So the quality. So these things are weak. Like they don't take much damage, but they don't have the quality, but they do have quantity. But yeah, any of them that got hit by him were immediately downed.
Yeah, he's definitely within range.
I'm gonna get the one in the back, and I'm going to attempt to say if I'm going to attempt to quip to see if I can get my dramatic flair.
If you'd like to, you can spend a hope to do
I'll
that.
spend my hope and say,
We already know.
and me without my bib today. And so that is there's my D12.
Extra paper towels to table 7.
5. That is a crit. That is 5 and 5.
That is indeed. All right. So you gain a hope and clear stress.
I gain a hope.
Automatically hits.
Hope.
Go ahead and roll damage on
clear
that.
stress.
As you toss it across that way, and it sinks into the creature.
So I have a crazy thing I want to do.
All right.
So this is 2d8 plus 2. That's 11. I want to see if I can pull him all the way through, and see if I can
Knock some of the other ones.
just give them just knock them, trip them, do something just to break up the rank.
I'll say you yank it through, and they kind of like you push them apart. All out on a critical, especially. They kind of get broken up a bit over here and have to like move out of the way as they kind of get knocked to the side. You drag half of it towards you because you literally pluck it from the torso off, and you have half of this crustacean creature kind of like lands next to you. And then just stops moving.
Tonight we melt butter.
All right, fantastic. All right, Zarlo, what you got?
Zarlo's, while cradling my 2 babbies close, Zarlo's tail reaches around and pulls the axe off his back and plants it into his hand. And I'm going to, I have a spirit weapon. When you have a melee weapon equipped, it can fly from your hand to strike an enemy and return to you. So I'm going to chuck it at the nearest one.
Alrighty. It's close range, right?
Yeah, it's
Very
close range.
It's close range?
Right.
Then, yeah, you can definitely... Over here. Yeah, you can get that one right there.
All right. Is the... Okay.
Or you're up here, yeah. So you can definitely get either of those two.
Either of those?
Anyway, after a few moments, what's described as what they call a timber snake appears. Timbered serpent to me. And initiates a spin attack, dealing 6 damage to all of them. Now with this boss of this encounter here and the stuff. let's see. Alpi uses something called not sure if there's a spell or a character ability, but something called Unleash Chaos. Eventually they get the 7 pinned down. And once the server's down and all the nearby the combat ends. So, I think.
And having a strong connection to creatures of the stone and rock of the planet.
So it is, well done.
Suddenly, you realize nothing has happened.
Okay. You son of a bee.
I was about to be so embarrassed. I was
Oh,
so
it's
excited.
So why don't we all sit in a ring facing out with the puppies in the middle and take a breather?
Take a breeder?
If you want
We're
to.
going to breed the puppies. Is that the plan?
May I
I was talking about a shag, but okay.
use an experience that I
What would you like to do?
have? Fade into the background and sort of look around and see if I can sort of fashion a place for us all to be safe. Leaves, branches, you know, like.
They found places to save. Zara, she locates on in a safe area. Zarlo manages to heal Pongo a few points. Then they talk about interesting point about their character designs.
So everyone has only seen Bunny being very extroverted and performative, but you see this kind of rare moment of her just kind of go into herself and be very quiet and meditative as she's focusing on the music and Sweet Pea's little song. And so I'm going to heal a stress or get rid of a stress as well as prepare a hope as I just kind of meditate and get lost in my magical harp strumming.
Fantastic.
You hear Zarlo from up on the giant's shoulder mutter to himself, "If music be the food of love, play on."
Did you write that?
Definitely.
And I think I've decided that now that Kexen is going to be, he's about 5 feet tall.
Oh.
But the pauldrons that he has are magically enchanted and were given to him, so it increases his size as long as the pauldrons are on him.
That's cool.
Otherwise, he would be smaller.
I dig that. Okay.
So
Maybe
wait, 5 feet is his grown size?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't know why, but all I care about is height. So you're 5 feet tall. How tall are you?
I'm a fawn, so I'm pretty tall. 6 foot.
6 foot. So second tallest in the group.
And but is that with or without the ears and horns?
Oh, yeah, do the ears add height?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, sir?
I was 5'10", 5'11", about 5'10", I suppose.
Right. So, tallest.
8, 7,
Normally I'd
6,
be
They're
about
very close.
309.
4, 3.
2 feet
Yeah,
tall.
but
1.5 to 2, and you go up to 5
I'm
feet.
a fairy. The fairies that came in landed on her
Wow,
staff.
up to 5 feet though. I love that differential. That's fucking
Well, their
cool.
sizes can shift all over.
all right, so tonight,
Crazy
what I'm gonna
compared to
do,
the rest of us. You are so big.
I'm getting rid of 1 hit point.
All of us stacked together.
Gain a stress.
You roll the d4 for the hit points. Yeah.
Almost.
And I'm also gonna get a hope. And by doing that, something I like to do at night is I've been starting to make a map of everywhere I've been. And so far, we started at the sermon turrets.
Yeah, sermon turrets.
And then we went to Ubi, and now we're in Emerald Sky. So I got a long way to go. But I'm right here. I have an asterisk that says found half a dead body, killed a snake and some crabs. And so, you know, I'm just gonna keep adding to it. It calms me down.
It's good.
It's like a diary map?
It's like a diary map. I'm like, I'm gonna see the whole world.
You should write down here. That's where we found.
Which is the borders of the map.
Yeah, found a giant.
Found a giant named Pango.
That's me.
That's you.
Anyway, they can, after a short rest, they continue through some heavy brush till eventually they come across a clearing, a grove of trees with a clearing in it, including a hill. The water around there is purple and stuff. It's kind of going hard to times. And the
Sing to it, because the hills are alive with the sound of.
Stop. I'm gonna hit it with my. Start poking it with my stick.
Hitting the stone.
Yeah.
Okay. As you hit it, it kind of like the sound of your staff on the stonework, kind of, causing this clattering that echoes through the space. Nearby, like creatures and birds that gather in the nearby trees, kind of scatter off, being spooked by the sudden sound of the impact. Doesn't seem to react at the moment.
One of me
I will-
puppies starts to do a little baby howl.
Oh. I will.
she used a telepathy.
Use telepathy. An
I'll let
open
her
line
play.
of mental communication with a target that I see. Can I speak to the
hill?
Can I think of the
What
hill?
grimoire is
Speak to
This is the Book of Iliad. Out of the Book of Iliad, my telepathy ability.
Okay. You thumb through the pages and then mutter the incantation and focus towards the hill. It's just rock, at least the area that you're at right now.
I don't know if this is the one.
There's this is, by the way, is the Velvet Grove, and they're trying to see if they can contact Boko, the Glen Water. There, nothing to this. After a while, though, they take some movement. Vines are recoiling. Something is alerted.
My little side satchel off.
Abscess pulsing.
Oh.
With croppings and bits of the land itself.
And
Let's perhaps
Are we at
spread
the
out
top?
a bit.
You're at the top of the hill. Yeah.
And we can see it?
You can see, there's like kind of the rocky outcroppings and bits of the land itself is uneven and broken, but in the middle of this area is where, amongst the various pointed trees that are leafless and kind of bowing, kind of slightly withered and kind of sad in the presence of this corruption, you see the spring right there before you with the strange abscess pulsing.
Are we supposed to just attack the thingy?
Is there a way to plug it, perhaps? Would somebody have some magic?
I'm going to take my little side satchel off with the dogs, and I'm going to put it over Oppie's head.
I got him.
We're going to use the puppies to plug it, of course.
Take care of
Genius.
I walk away from Oppie. I'm going to walk forward towards the source of
There'll be
this.
dogs.
And Matt, in my made up on the fly backstory from session 0, my brother Wango, who perished in the chaos, did I see him fall, or was he?
Did you?
Apparently, well,
I did, but I don't know what I don't know what happened to him afterwards. Is his body still down there somewhere?
It could be, because it was sealed behind you, the survivors that made it out. The odd thing you do recall is that the people were screaming because they stopped resisting.
Oh. They were screaming.
Meaning they were running, and then their bodies just began to slow, and then the seep just took them.
But they were still aware that they couldn't move their bodies.
They were still yelling.
I don't like any of that.
Meanwhile, Zarlo is walking towards the center of this,
Okay.
holding the medallion, and mutters under his breath,
Andra, be amongst your children. Be here now and reclaim this place. Reach your divine hand through me.
The quaking sound suddenly fills the space around you. You watch as one of the nearby mounds of rock shudders, and dust and root kind of...
And that dust emerges to reveal some stone creature of support. There is absolute secrets of it is highly corrupted and it has 5 eyes. They have found the corrupted Boko, and that let us get into the final fight of the night.
Kill her. We've got to cure her.
See its
Oh no!
dimmed with a faint purple light, and the same seeping liquid now coursing across its body in streaks.
Oh no!
We're doing this! This is much!
We can't kill her. We've got to cure her.
It's either her or the dogs. We gotta choose.
She killed Wango.
No, she didn't.
Not this hill. This hill
It was the
didn't.
thing.
She did it. Infected.
She's got damn, man. We can.
We can do this.
Oh, there's a hole. There it is.
Look at that skull.
Look, there's a hole right there.
There is a hole.
Ow, sorry.
Wait, how did you do that?
There's a hole in the
He
bucket.
drilled through the floorboard.
So you've stepped up to the edge there, Zarlo.
Right.
The rest of you have kind of come up from this side. This is the
no,
center
I
of the
fell in a
spring.
hole.
I was
several
flying
holes.
close and above.
Yeah, you're kind of hovering up in the sky, you said still?
Yeah.
On the hill is this
Let's say
tree, or are you
15
about to
feet up
reveal
in the
something
air,
gnarly?
20, 15 feet, yeah.
Oh no!
All right, so you're kind of up.
What's
looking at
happening?
Distance. The rest of you are kind of clustered as a troop over here.
Okay.
This is the kind of central unnatural abscess in the middle of the spring. And this.
Oh,
What is that?
Nice.
That's Boko.
That looks
Boko's
dope.
having a
Oh.
Boko
Boko's
doesn't
working out.
seem to be friendly.
Oh no.
What are you
have to
doing?
hold
We
And
gotta help
Boko
her.
is like got rivulets of this
Yeah,
coloration
goose.
all across the body.
You see odd little vines like coming up to the ground as it steps. Some of them tear free. And then as its
Dim
foot
eyes.
hits, more vines rise up to meet it, and kind of it's kind of moving across in your direction.
We're going to have to
Well,
bring her
Liam
down
knows this
before
is
we
stupid, but Zarlo is going to.
He goes up and tries to climb Boko and attempts to speak to it to talk it down. Unsuccessful, and it activates seek access. The seek the seek access. And then apparently and much alarm, Matt informs them that a sort of countdown ability has been activated. Now, the vines of this creature then lash out at Buddy, restraining her after dealing back some bad damage. Sweet Pea uses her ability to bat through shadows. Their words to get right below, go within its own shadow. 3, 52.
And hold on to Boko's leg so that it can't cross to get to
Go
us.
ahead and roll a spellcraft for that.
Cool.
Okay.
Uses a spell.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add the D6
rally
that
die?
you gave us, the rally die. I don't know if this is not gonna work. That
Maybe.
is that's a
12 with fear.
Where are you?
She's big.
Where are
She's
you?
big.
Where are you though? Are you across the
I'm
way?
under Boko.
Under Boko's taint.
This counts as
Why, Sam?
Can you
close
do
range.
something?
Yeah, I could use Luckbender, where once per session, it's a fairy feat. After you or an ally in close range makes an action roll, you can mark a stress to allow a reroll of the duality dice.
Okay.
You are
you take
within close range.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh, the pencil has ruled.
Bro, that's so much better.
It worked! I'm a good fucking fairy!
Well done, Linda. Well done.
With hope.
21 with hope. I don't get that fear. So there you go. That's a success. You go ahead and take your hope to that point.
Power couple move.
Boko is now
Restrained. Pung, Pango, Pango activates an ability known as Unstoppable. Boosts him up a little bit. I forget. You could always go back and if not available on YouTube yet, you can always go to Twitch too. It's well, there won't be a direct link to the video. There will be a link to the Twitch channel, and this point should be available for free on Twitch to watch on Twitch. I think. Anyway, he then inflicts some major wounds, and Bogo like part of Bogo then like staggers or so, and hits and lands on the water and splashes those around them, the party members around him with water, making them go numb. What this means is their evasion is subtracted by 2, so they now take hits easier. And and I can't remember my name. Azaro will try attempts to hit, then uses a power to heal Boko of 2 stress. Ongoing efforts to calm it down. That OP then responds by casting Cinder Grasp.
It's melee range.
Well, can't you get to the edge of that tree there?
Yeah, how
There's a branch.
how close is melee range? Is very close.
melee range is like right next.
Just
to
jump
it.
on his damn hand.
Now, well, that's if you're going for the abscess. You said.
Yeah,
right?
I'm going for the abscess.
The abscess, you have to get into the water to. Which you
Oh
can do.
no, Oppie! You can't swim though.
Wait, but you're a frog.
You really.
Yeah, this
He is ripping.
But they've got a swimming issue. They've really got a swimming issue.
I sink.
What
I
you doing?
can't swim.
What you doing,
Some
Oppie?
people got
Okay,
that
all
body mass.
right.
We gotta teach you how to swim.
Oppie, I believe in you.
All right,
You can swim
well-
just by believing in yourself.
Okay,
That's
here's
how
the
it
thing.
works.
It's the weirdest
In
thing.
corrupted.
I have a question for you, and you can say no.
Medium.
So instead of, I forgot about my
I've seen it, but
tokens
I'm like,
and our downtime,
Oh yeah, so you can spend
and
a
I
stress
wanted
to
to
regain
do
it.
that instead of adding the hope. So I would add an extra stress
Okay.
instead of gaining an extra hope, if that's okay.
We can-
Do you still have your die?
Oh, the
your
rally
rally?
used it.
Oh.
Where you at? Where you at?
9 with hope.
Ribbit. I'm gonna reach deep. And I'm going to use from my Splendor spell Reassurance once per short rest after an ally attempts an action roll, but before the concept takes place, you can offer assistance or words of support. Aubrey, you can do this! And when you do, they may re-roll their dice. They may accept the result of this new roll. I stacked him in the builds.
Yeah, Splendor, baby.
Come on. You got this. You got this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is it very good?
It's very good. So we got.
I'm gonna destroy you. We're gonna die.
I'm cooking them up.
17 with hope.
17 with hope does succeed.
All right. So we
That's
got
3d10 magical damage against the target.
Woo! Come on.
And a hope
Those
refill.
are 12. That's a 12. Here. I have 10.
And I'm going to activate Boko. I'm going to go ahead and spend a fear to use Cruel Throw. Boko has gotten back up to the ground, reaches off to the side, and grabs a section of the nearby river with its massive hand. Rips this massive rock free and looks over its shoulder.
Do that? Oh.
Woof, and lobs it right towards you. Texan.
What's your vision?
Does a 22 hit?
What?
Does a 22 hit your evasion?
Does a 22 hit?
It's my favorite thing to ask. Let me have my thing.
All that's left is my wings. I'm windshield fodder.
Oh, God, we can hear the zap.
Yeah.
It's not even electricity.
A direct hit.
Brackets.
19 points of physical damage against you.
I'm gonna burn an armor slot, which brings it down to 12, which is a major still. So that's 2 hit points. Okay.
That clicks up to 3.
Oh
That's
no.
another fear roll from earlier. Alrighty, as it finishes throwing the rock, we come back to you.
Tag team. Let's go.
Whoa.
We're both gonna run forward towards the abscess, and I'm gonna help Bunny by running forward and using my hook, and like grabbing it and trying to pull some of the vine back so she can attack the inside.
That's cool.
Okay, so you're going up to the edge, and
I'm trying to attack the vine and yank some of the vine and pull it to the side so that she can attack the inside.
Okay, are you rushing like across the water to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be able to get out of that.
So you rush from this distance to there. That is, yeah, you can get to close range. Though the water will slow it down.
Okay.
So I will say make an agility roll for me to see if you can make the distance with the thick sludge you're having to wade into to get there.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Where you at?
Okay, that's a 12 with fear.
12 is fine. 12 is just what you needed to do that.
But it was with fear.
Yes, it was with fear.
Okay, and then it attempts to swing off of Boko's stuff, but with a good arm to itself, and launches her down, and she lands in the water, is become numbed. Then Bunny and Sweet do a tag team roll. All to get like a big slash on it. Followed by a second tag team roll by Sadante and Pongo. And attempt to frisbee Sadante at the group, who flings high and comes down below. It hits, striking it, getting the. How do you want to do this? Yeah. Yes. I'm going tonight, but I'm taking my own vehicle. I got this. I want to do afterward. 1 second. Did you hear what I said? Did you get that? I'll go tonight, but I'm going to need to take my own vehicle out. This thing I want to take care of afterward. Okay. Okay, yeah, real quick. Now, well, they did. How you want to do this? Actually, this may have been on the fifth the seat abscess. I'm not. I didn't quite sure here whether or not this was actually part on Boko or not. I'm not actually sure.
Into it, you are both completely just coated in some odd alien viscera, and they're in the middle of this no longer pulsing growth that is currently kind of slowly separating into the nearby and freshly emerging clean spring water from beneath.
Yeah.
You see your now deeply coated and now kind of bobbing turtle friend.
Head comes out, legs, arms. No one dies on this hill today.
On point tonight.
Fucking going.
This is on. It's my blue ribbon shit.
As that happens, Boko stands up angrily, fists kind of raised, and is about to reach to try and like slap and smash Zarlo on the back before the purplish coloration of the eyes begins to fade into a pure white. Its slam fist turns instead to a platform.
Wild flame!
I am sorry, little friend.
How long has it been this way?
I don't even know. I sent away my children.
Places you on the ground.
I wanted to know why. But then I lost myself. We are sorry.
Kind of like sits down. You can already hear like the sounds of returning chirps of nearby creatures that have been in hiding that can sense the shift in energy. It slowly looks around with each turn. You hear the crumbling and scraping of stone on stone, the thick patches of moss that surround parts of its body as it sweeps over and scoops both of you up from within the brackish waters as they slowly filter out, and you as well, and sets you all onto the ground before.
I hope to one day repay you for what you have done for us.
They keep conversing with the now purified Boko stuff, and they ask what he remembers. He tells them that of something of a possible betrayal. He can't be certain. One day, as he was tending to the grove and stuff, a man came. Seeking the mysteries of the wild, or something like that. But he did not. Boko offered him guidance and help, but he refused, and Aqua left, but not before leaving something. And then he goes to smash it, only for them to stop him and for them to quickly take a sample for further analysis and study, should they ever come across more of this. And and then he threw to shatter to the ground. After they asked if they heard his name and stuff, is no. But however, once he's able, those rocks and stuff like this sort of rearrange around his face and stuff. When it's done, he was able to portray the likeness of the man who may have caused all this. Okay. And this is a face that Bunny knows. It resembles that of one Dylan Broach, an older con man, occasionally a occasional patron of the Lily Locket Lounge where she used to work. They don't really you don't really hear much of their backstories here, though. Okay. And they can after that they conclude stuff, and with that they talk, and he gives one last gratitude, and with that this one shot ends. They mentioned that they could that there's still a lot of unanswered stuff. Also, we didn't get hardly touch any of their backstories, which they said was intentional so that they could potentially come back and continue this in other one shots or maybe make another series. I certainly want another shot at at um at doing a recap of one of these Daggerhearts, and it's also convincing of two things. One, never watch these things as they really air because they just happen far too late. Like unless you know, I know it's short, it will be done shortly after midnight. I will not be. I won't bother watching as I still have to take notes. And due to when I watch this stuff from now on, I'm using my freaking gaming headphones headset. Owns it. Like some of there are odd times if they speak that softly, I won't be able to hear them. And without closed captions, right, if they do more live with no closed captions, I for some of it, I'm just winging it. Anyway, with that brief recap, only have to show you my new homebrew, the Queen Bee's Stinger. In this weapon, which in honor of the new game is a dagger. Specifically, it's the form of a fancy dagger with a sort of like one of these like guards that though sort of has like a that goes fully down covering the hand. Uh, the hand with a bit of with some of the things wild, so more slightly wild theme in do this fencing dagger has 20 charges and gain 1d20 at the first light of the week. You know, sort of like not just usual like at dawn or so or whatever. It has to be. I should say within the. I should probably say it should regain charges within the first. Uh, within the first light of the week, meaning it has to be out in display to recharge. This is to like all my more recent ones. It's unknown rarity. Anyone who would like to use this, go ahead and you can decide the rarity then. Feel free to comment in the video's description or find this the actual channel and comment there about what you think the rarity should be. As for that, what it actually does, you may spend one charge to cast one of the following cantrips: Infestation, Shocking Grasp, Booming Blade, and True Strike. And these cantrips are now one thing about this. It's not just like your standard casting stuff. It's all when you use it's standard casting. It always is treated as if by a level 1 to 4 character, which is to say its lowest setting. And though you are able to make it treated as if you are a higher level character, but by expending more charges per casting. 2 charge will get you the same as being minimum level 5. 3 charges for level 11 character. I like to point out you don't need to be that like you could be of a lower level and still use this feature. It just requires more resources. Or 4 charges to get the highest setting of a level 17, where the cantrips max out. You can the casting of it will still be an action. All these have casting time is one action, which will keep the same, unless you go and it's spend 4 times the amount of time of charges you would at that level to turn it to allow it to be cast as a bonus action, which considering in some of these would be a major. By the way, you can use like a cast if within the same round cast one of these cantrips as action. Then use the boosted 4 times cost to cast another one. To use another cantrip or even that one again. That keep in mind it uses finite resources, like large pool of charges, but distant. But you need to recharge it, hold it up to the light of the first light of the week, and to recharge. Also, you can also spend the charges to for the rest of the round have all the to give it that weapon, the dagger, a plus property. The plus property quantity is determined by the number of charges. One charge will give you a +1 property, which of course will go to both attacks and damage rolls, and of course maximum of 3 charges. To set that there. Something noting, originally it was only supposed to have infestation and shocking grasp, but I just had to add stuff. Originally, shocking grasp was originally going to be could be cast as part of the stab, but I decided to go against that. And with that, this all recapping is done. I thank you for joining me. This is Free Night Reinvention. I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.